So today we need to discuss your lab experiment number 9. So this is with respect to packages. So according to a statement, we need to create a package named calculator, create some classes in a package representing some common operations like a subtraction, multiplication, and a division. After creating a package, we need to import and compile these classes in other program, right? So the way, so means in the last class we have used one approach. So if we are following that particular approach while importing a statement, it was giving us an error if you remember those things, right? So with respect to import statement, if we are following that particular approach, we have to write fully qualified name of the classes. If you are using a dot star, then it will throw you an error saying that it cannot identify that particular class, right? So we can go with any of the approaches. One approach that we have seen in the last class, in the starting class, first class of a package, right? So in a second approach, we can create a we can create our package at our own place wherever we wanted to create using a Java C, -d dot, all those things. So we can specify a path and then we can consume, right? So now for this particular lab program, according to your manual also, they have not created any nested folder kind of a structure, right? So things are straightforward. Just they have specified a package calculator. Here also for multiplication package calculator. So I will be following this particular procedure of creating a package directly and putting a class files in that particular package. Shall we start with the coding? If you respond fast, then we will finish. That means we will wind up a session fast. Okay, so let me share the screen. Nice. Have this energy. So we create a folder. I'll call it as a experiment number 9. So under this particular experiment number 9, let me create a one more folder, which is called as calculator. Right? So under this calculator, let me create a class files. That means whatever classes it has specified. Addition.java. So we have to create a class with respect to addition. So we say that this package belongs to calculator. Increase of font. Okay, belong to calculator. Yes, spelling is correct. Public class addition. Right. So under this particular public class addition, let us have a method public int add. This is a addition method, comma int b, which takes 2 arguments. Right. So this method is not doing anything else. That will just return addition of a plus b. Right. Simple. Let me copy this one. I need to create a one more with respect to subtraction. Subtraction dot Java. Pasted. Package is the same, but the class name is subtraction. If there is any spelling mistake with respect to file and a class, please let me know. Subtraction. Okay, the method name should be sub and the operation should be a minus b. Right, so 2 files are ready. Let us create the same thing with respect to multiplication dot Java. Right, so package belongs to calculator itself. Instead of addition, now it will be a multiplication, spelling of a class, spelling of a file, right? So let us make a method as a mul and a operation as a multiplication. Yes, created. Let us create for a division in the same fashion. Division dot Java. I'm directly started a coding because in the last class we have discussed a few theoretical aspects with respect to these things. Division, oh, division, right. So method name is div and the operation to be performed is A by B. Right. So our work now is we have created all these files. Let us compile these files now. Where is my folder structure? Yes, here is my package. Let me compile all these things. CD experiment number 9. Question inside box. Sir, if I work with a NetBeans, how I will create these files? Let me check and I'll drop you a message with respect to that. Okay, so under experiment 9, I need to go to a calculator package. Okay, Java C -d dot addition dot Java. Instead of addition, I need to have something called as subtraction dot Java. So no errors with respect to subtraction. Let me have multiplication dot Java. Compiled fine, no errors. Let me go with division dot Java. Right, so no errors. The class files have been created. Oh, it has created calculator inside a calculator. Right. Okay, we did a mistake, I think. 1 second. I wanted a calculator files, so means all those addition, subtraction, multiplication files here with me. Right. So outside of this particular package, let me create one consume dot Java. Import with respect to calculator all the class files. Class consume public static void main. Now I have to create objects for those particular classes. Right. Addition A is equal to new addition. If any spelling mistakes, please let me know. System dot out dot println sum is plus a dot add of 10 comma 20. Subtraction yes is equal to new subtraction oh, object name is yes sub is. Okay. Any mistakes at any point? Sir, file name is consume and you type the class name as consume. Okay. Sir, can we make function static and call it directly add 4,7 like this? Yes, you can call. Yes. Thank you. Yes, dot sub. Nice. I'll change the file name. Okay, consume. Right. I'll change the file name. Right. Okay. Subtraction is done. Multiplication m is equal to new multiplication product is, this is m, and method whichever we have created is mul. Okay, division b is equal to new division. Sir, it's a subtraction in the line of creating object subtraction. Okay, so this is a division. Division is d dot div. Right, so file name need to be changed. Let me change file name. Right, so consume is what? cd dot java c consume dot no errors. Beautiful. Java all the answers are correct. Addition is 10 plus 10, so means 10 plus 20, 30, 10 minus 20 minus 10, 10 into 20, 200, 10 by 20, fraction integer you are taking, so it is a 0. Clear with the example, right? So this is your lab program. So in a lab program, what has been done is with respect to this particular consume, they have not created an object something like this directly. So they have taken a user input. Say for example, first they have printed one message saying that choose 1 for addition, 2 for a subtraction, 3 for a multiplication, 4 for a division. So upon that particular value, they have read a value for a and b using a scanner object, right? So then they have called these particular methods, right? I just wanted to cross check whether the classes are working fine or not. So once they are working, I can replace these particular statements with respect to those statements. Shall we do that, or once I share a file, will it be easy for you to understand? What I mean to say is, with respect to a consume.file, that means a consume file, things are written something like this. Okay, so this is okay. This is my consume file. Main while true. They have taken 1 for addition, 2 for a subtraction, 3 for a multiplication, 4 for a division. Upon entering a choice, if a n is equal to 5, they are saying that directly exit from the application, or else they are taking a value for a and b. right? So because according to our input, your 5 is for exit, right? So if it is a 5, if a value of a n is equal to 5, directly exit from the application, don't go for any of the options. If it is not 5, then only it will proceed with the next statements, reading a value for a and a b. So based on a value of n, if a 1 is chosen, addition will be done, right? Int k is equal to add whatever the statements we have written. So same kind of a stuff. Subtraction for 2, multiplication for 3, division for 4. Can you understand, or shall we write these statements also and I'll show you the output? Right, just they have taken a some value of n, they have taken a value of a and b. So based on a value of n, suitable switch case they are shifting. If so, just a small example for a try catch here in this project. Is it possible? It's possible for a division. You can go with the try and a catch. You wanted me to show that once again. Right, so here this is with respect to division, right? So division, you are performing a 10 by 20. So here you don't perform a division from a 10 by 20, you add a 0 for this, right? So when it is a 0, obviously it will throw you an error, right? Saying that means exception it will throw, saying that divide by 0 has been happened, right? So let us just cross check whether it is showing that particular error or not. Compile time it won't show, runtime it will throw you error, right? So some subtraction product has been done, but with respect to division, it has thrown a message saying that divide by 0 has occurred. If you don't want this particular thing to be happened, what you can do is here exactly where you are performing a division, right? So you can include this particular part in a try, right? So later you can write a catch block. So what kind of exception you are expecting? If you completely know what kind of exception, you can specify that particular class. If not, you can write a generalized uh, exception class. Here you can write system dot out dot println divide by 0 occurred, right? So now if I write a try and a catch blocks, see, right? So previously it was showing exception in a thread main, right? So exception in the sense that will be abnormal termination. So now I have written a try catch blocks, compiled fine. Yes. Now it is not showing any message saying that exception in the thread, because this particular exception has been caught by the catch block. So it will write whatever statement you wrote in that particular catch block, like a divide by 0 and count it. So instead of writing just a system.out.println statement, you can initialize the value of a div is equal to something. Can be done. Clear with the example? Okay. So this is one part. If you, means I will show you this particular file once again. So here, this is a complete consume file. If you have any questions, you can ask those questions. We'll wait for 1 minute, 2 minutes. So if you don't have a question, I'll just take a small time to explain. In the last class, we have used a Java C-D. We have said like in this folder, we are creating a class files. We require only class files, don't require a Java files and all. So in that particular fashion, I will just take a 5 minutes to demonstrate you that particular application. If you don't have a questions with respect to this, and you can, so means you can follow only this particular procedure for executing your programs, even for the writing in an examination, because of our internals, you might expect a similar question, something like this. I'm not saying the same calculator application. So similar kind of a question might be asked, right? So during examination, don't go with inner folders and all. You just create one folder package. So out of that particular package, you consume whatever the contents are there with respect to package. No questions with respect to this? Okay. So do one thing, save the file. I'll share that particular lab program for you, so you can just execute and cross check. And people who are using your editors in the mobile phone and all, so that complete file is not a one particular program. So this particular complete file is not one particular program. You need to create a different files. So one is with respect to edition.java. So this is a one file, and subtraction.java another file, multiplication.java another file, division.java another file, right? So after creating a files in a package, then you will be having a one more file. Using this, you will be having a main function, and you will be consuming all the classes created previously, right? So don't just copy paste this particular complete file and try to check the output. Don't do that. Okay. Now, so what I wanted to show you is, I'll just uh, take out all these Java files separate. Here I have 4 Java files. Right, placing all those things outside, I just wanted to delete this particular folder. Okay, so what the changes I wanted to do is, with respect to addition, I say package is something like experiment dot calculator. This is the package with respect to addition. So with respect to subtraction also, I say something like experiment dot calculator. This is a package. Addition is done, right? Okay. Subtraction is done. Multiplication. For multiplication, exp dot package. And for a division, exp dot package. Okay. So I have a files on my desktop. See the desktop, right? Java C -d dot, right? So what is the file name? Addition dot java. Now it will create a folder called a exp. Under that, it will be creating a folder called a calculator. Under that, it will be having this particular class file. Yes, done with those things. Next, we'll do with subtraction.java. Multiplication.java. Division.java. Yes, let me just cross check whether class files have been created or not. Yes, class files have been created. Now with respect to this particular consume, right? So here I have to specify complete class name. Calculator dot, here it was a showing me a error if I am using dot star. Import under exp dot calculator dot subtraction. Calculator with respect to, I'm creating object of a multiplication also, multiplication. The last one was Java C consume.java. Compiled fine. king also, right? So what a change we have to do if we are using this particular nested kind of application approach. You specify a class names, a complete class names, so means complete path of a class name. If I was using a dot star, it was showing the error saying that that particular addition cannot access, this particular subtraction cannot access, right? So for a time being, instead of using a dot star, you specify a complete path. I'll just check out exact reason why it is not importing all the classes if you are going with a nested folder kind of a structure. Hope clear with the approach, right? So in examinations or in internals, you just follow the first approach, whatever I have shown. Don't go with this particular exp dot calculator dot addition. You just go with the import calculator dot star. That means one some is just in a same package you will be creating your class files and the Java files. Outside of that particular folder, you will be writing a consume and importing all the class files from that particular package. Right? Is it fine? So for internals, you prepare till this particular topic. With respect to packages, we need to discuss with respect to static import of packages, and it will be a lengthy one. I don't think the question will be asked with respect to static import. Okay, so 1 second, I'll show you a syllabus copy. Import dot. If import is a import is a keyword, right? After import, it will be asking, it will be looking for a like a folder path. Okay, so with respect to internals, you have to prepare from the concept of inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, string handling, exception handling, interfaces, and the packages, right? So in the packages, we have discussed the package fundamental and the packages uh, member access we have to discuss. So if you are clear with till this particular part, you can do well in the exams, right? So we have discussed importing packages also. We left with the member access, we left with the static import. And there is a description given with respect to static import in the PPTs which I have shared. So I'm expecting a question will not be asked with respect to static import. So I'm just skipping at this particular topic, static import. We will be taking up that one after your internals. Clear with the things?